Even as wages have increased overall, the soaring cost of living, particularly for staple foods, has made it hard for many in South Korea to make ends meet. In 2023, the average annual wage per worker in South Korea stood at 43.3 million won. In 2024, earnings rose 2.8% from the previous year. However, this was the lowest growth rate since the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, falling below the 10-year average of 3.6%. Meanwhile, inflation surged at a much faster pace, further squeezing household finances. As a result, the gap between wage growth and inflation reached minus 0.8 percentage points, marking the largest decline since the 2009 financial crisis. Among the soaring prices, the rise in dining out costs was particularly noticeable. According to the Korea Consumer Agency, the price of jjajangmyeon, a popular staple dish for many, has surged by 65% over the past decade, now averaging over 7,000 Korean won per bowl. Prices for other popular meals like naengmyeon and kimchi stew set menus have also seen significant increases. With prolonged high inflation, consumers have tightened their wallets, slowing domestic consumption and making economic recovery more difficult. On the other hand, the country's inflationary pressure has started to ease a bit, with last year's number recorded at 2.3%, which is the lowest in 4 years. Projections for this year suggest a similar trend, with prices expected to rise by a modest 2%.
물가는 그간의 안정적 흐름에 큰 변화가 없을 것으로 예상은 되지만 높아진 환율이 물가에 미칠 영향에 대해서는 경계감을 가지고
At the same time, wage growth is showing signs of improvement, raising expectations that the gap between income and inflation can narrow. According to Statistics Korea, the wage growth rate for all households was 3.9% in the second quarter of 2023 and 3.3% in the third quarter. As domestic consumption remains sluggish and calls for the supplementary budget grow stronger, attention is now on whether conditions for consumer spending recovery will take shape.